This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud of Saudi Arabia, and His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi, and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces, held a meeting on Friday at Al Ajou farm in Riyadh. During the meeting, they discussed fraternal relations and ways to strengthen them, and also tackled the latest regional and international developments. They discussed the outstanding efforts of the two countries to strengthen their strategic cooperation on overall issues affecting the security and stability of the region, with an emphasis on ensuring their common interests and enhancing the efforts of the GCC and safeguarding Arab rights. The Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi stated that Saudi Arabia is a safety valve, given its continued efforts to defend the Arab interests and its commitment to the cohesion and unity. The meeting was also attended by His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Crown Prince of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Tahnoon bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the National Security Advisor, and His Highness Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Presidential Affairs. As reports estimate that at least 1 or 2 implants are fitted in some hospitals in Dubai every month. Success stories of cochlear implant surgery in the UAE were discussed at a special patient candidate meeting in Dubai today. One of the key areas of concern for UAE-based medical electronics MED-EL, which organised the patient candidate meeting today, was that many individuals in the UAE who have hearing loss are still either unaware of the benefits of cochlear implant surgery or otherwise sceptical about how well the technology works. A cochlear implant, according to experts, replaces the function of the damaged inner ear, and unlike hearing aids, they do the work of the inner ear while providing some sound signals to the brain. Although no clear data exists for hearing loss and deafness in the country, the World Health Organization figures suggest that over 32 million children around the world under the age of 15 are affected by varying degrees of hearing loss, including some cases which are congenital, while some are a result of infections or injuries. While revealing that infants as young as 6 months can receive cochlear implants, experts in the field highlighted that early diagnosis allows them to find the most suitable treatment for hearing loss, either through hearing aids or cochlear implantation, followed by rehabilitation. Some patients attending the event revealed that their cochlear implant now allows them to speak and interact with people that was otherwise unthinkable before their intervention.
You need to recognize whether there is a hearing loss. That can be done for very early children by undergoing newborn hearing screening. That's a very simple process, for example, in the pediatric ward, where the hearing is tested by a nurse or an audiologist, and then the parents can be sure that everything is all right with a newborn hearing. Or also, of course, later on, if the child is expected to have any hearing problems, for example, if the parents recognize that the child is not responding properly to sounds, we do recommend that they would go to a specialist, to an ENT doctor, to find out whether the hearing would be all right. And if the child is diagnosed with a hearing loss, there's different treatment options. Sometimes it's enough to have a hearing aid, but if it's a more severe hearing loss, then a cochlear implant or hearing implant in general would be an option. If the child is diagnosed, assessed, then you would go for surgery.
My daughter is a candidate for this MED-EL implant. Okay, she is waiting for we started from MED-EL Hair Life from 2014. She is wearing the hearing aid since birth. After we diagnosed her hearing loss around when she was 7 months old, and by then she is wearing the hearing aids. Okay, last year we went to UK, and we had some testing over there. So the surgeon over there, he recommended for her to go for the implant. Is better for her because she is missing some letters. with the hearing aid, because still her speech is not very clear. And we are very happy that we are going after a long time waiting. We are going for this operation, and I hope that things will change in her life.
My son has got an implant on when he was 3 years old, and he is now studying in a normal school in Dubai. So of course, it's helping him a lot. Actually, he can only hear because of that, and it's helping him a lot. Actually, I'm well satisfied. I mean, he's quite normal. He's a normal kid right now. He can speak, he can write, and he can hear properly. So I'm well satisfied with the process and everything.
Wi-Fi UAE has recorded close to 1.5 million sessions per month, with 250,000 users in August alone. That's according to telecom operator Do. Almost half of the sessions, at 44%, lasted between 11 and 30 minutes, while 32% lasted between 6 and 10 minutes, making social interaction the most popular online activity amongst UAE residents. Of the online activities, YouTube garnered the highest data consumption with 37%. Facebook was the second most popular social app with 17%, while WhatsApp stood at 3.1%, Instagram 2.6% and Snapchat 2.4%. Do officials were quoted saying that around 1.5 million Wi-Fi sessions across their 334 active sites is something to be proud of. Their aims for the future is to create a network of interconnectivity between people and things for seamless smart city integration. By the end of this year, Wi-Fi UAE expects to enable connectivity in more than 350 locations. The service offers users two types of internet connection. There is Wi-Fi UAE, a free Wi-Fi service with high-speed access to government websites, and Wi-Fi UAE Premium, which is an affordable paid service that allows users unrestricted upload and download speeds. The Road and Transport Authority is offering 400 new vehicle licence plates in its 43rd online auction, as announced by a senior official. Registration for the auction will start on Sunday, and the bidding will start at 8 a.m. on October the 30th, and it will continue for 6 days. The plates comprise of 3, 4 and 5 digits of different codes from G through to S. According to reports, Sultan Al-Mazuki, the Director of Vehicles Licensing at the RTA, anticipates intense participation as it offers a whole host of distinguished plates that are highly sought after by RTA clients. He said that the success of auctions in the past have contributed to boosting e-services that are an intrinsic part of the annual plan of the Vehicles Licensing Department, aimed at improving the quality of public transactions and cutting waiting time. Customers can log on to the RTA website or register through any of the RTA customer service centres. They must then pay 5,000 dirhams as a security deposit before bidding through a credit card, cheque or in cash that will be refunded if the bid fails. Bidders must have a vehicle registered in Dubai or a driving licence issued from the Emirate. Abu Dhabi Police have launched a bicycle patrol to cut response times. According to reports, the patrols will cover tourist areas, residential neighbourhoods and commercial centres throughout the capital and look to help cut response times, as travel by bike and using side roads can often reach accidents and crime scenes quicker than cars do. Each patrol consists of 2 officers on bikes that are fitted with emergency lights to tell them apart from civilian bicycles. And some of the officers will wear special police uniforms, while others will wear civilian clothes. The doors at Dubai Safari Park will open early next year, and the final preparations are underway. That's according to officials. According to reports, the park animals on site at the 119-hectare Phase 1 of the park include lions, antelope and elephants, as well as creatures from Australasia. And the first lots of animals have been quarantined for tests in order to ensure that they're in good health. Phase 2 of the development involves introducing animals from the Americas. The facility will also be home to rescue animals that cannot be returned to the wild. Officials added that their main priorities are animal welfare and education. The park will also have a hotel complex that will be ready by 2020. Officials are also expecting around a minimum of 7,000 people through the gate every day, and that the park will foster ties with schools. The park will also replace the current Dubai Zoo and will host a breeding programme at the Conservation Centre that will release animals back to the wild every year. The rescue centre will include moon bears from South Korea, which are farmed for medicine in their paws, as paw soup is a delicacy. Officials added that while captivity is not ideal, it's often the last resort for some species. And finally, looking to other news now, Dubai will be home to the region's first permanent live entertainment show, Perle by Dragone, which is the first of its kind, state-of-the-art Aqua Theatre in Al Habtoul City, where 65 of the world's best gymnasts and artists will perform aerial and aqua daredevil stunts. According to officials behind Dubai's first art aqua theatre, which is expected to thrill audiences by mid-2017. Perle by Dragone is easily their most difficult and complicated mega construction project in the heart of Dubai. But they are confident that once complete, this architectural wonder will become a destination in itself for visitors. At a press briefing in Dubai, the world-famous art director, Franco Dragone, and representatives of Al Habtoul Group stated that as Dubai is a laboratory for the future, their aim is to generate a project of a magnitude that has never been thought of before, and this can only raise the bar for live entertainment shows around the world. The state-of-the-art purposely built Aqua Theatre, with a seating capacity of 1,300, will treat audiences to a variety of aerial and aqua daredevil feats, where these highly skilled performers will fly on stage at a speed of 15 kilometers per hour and dive from 35 meters into the aqua stage. The theatre, which has been under construction for over 3 years now, can hold a gigantic 2.7 million litres of water. That's enough to fill an Olympic swimming pool, and can also drain the water in 1 minute to make it dry in seconds. Once completed, Perle by Dragone will treat UAE residents and visitors with 450 shows a year. That's 2 shows per day and 5 days a week.
Our project is going to attract tourism. This is our studies, and I think this is what the tourism department is saying, that what we are doing is going to attract tourists to Dubai. So we thought of the theater, which is a unique project, very complicated. We were supposed to open sometime before, but we couldn't because we haven't realized that how complicated is the engineering of this. We have it all recorded. We're gonna release it hopefully after we open the show to see exactly how the details of every steel, every concrete, every finish that being put in this thing. The number of steel that we have in the roof of the theater is over 45,000 tons we have just there, and I think you can build a city with it.
I see everything, but I see here a possible ideal place where people can learn to live together and share their culture. And it's what I say. I wonder, imagine in 1,000 years from now, what will be the fairy tale attached to Dubai. It will be a mixture between a Pakistani fairy tale, an Indian fairy tale, a British fairy tale, matched together, create a new fairy tale. And so I think in a city like Dubai, widen, and that's what we do. It's what we have to do, is to widen our mind, to be able to create a better world and to create empathy. That's what is our job.
While 35 creative teams with highly skilled technicians from around the world are expected to start descending on Al Habtoul City over the next few months, a few artists are already in Dubai, training themselves for what they believe will be their best performance yet. Speaking about their daily routine and rigorous practice sessions, some artists offered a glimpse of what audiences are expected to see very soon during the show next year.
All of us artists, we've prepared our whole lives for a show like this and to be able to perform at our very best. We train many hours a day. Right now we're training 6 days a week for 6 hours, 7 hours a day. We're all working very hard to maintain our strength and work on new skills and get flexible, and so we're all working really hard together to create a new show for Dubai. Dubai is amazing. There's so many incredible structures here and the people are amazing. I'm loving it. Every day I learn something new about the culture and about the city, and it's wonderful.